and in lane 5, Baxter, who spells his name with an X actually, and Paul DeBella, who's taken out the 100, got second in the 200 today. So they'd be my favourites to look for in lanes 4 and 5. And away evenly. Starting well was Baxter, so too Walson. Walson's running strongly. On the outside going well is Shem Hollands. He's running brilliantly. He's going to hand over to Ross Smith. And on the inside, it's Walson who hands over to Paul Pearce. And it's anyone's race at this stage. Pearce, DeBella on the outside of him. Looks like he might be too strong. It's DeBella and Pearce. Pearce, DeBella. And on the outside, Smith. Oh, it's anybody who got there. I think DeBella might have just got there for his second win of the day. And a second place as well. And Ross Smith on the outside perhaps got second.
Great to see Paul Pearce coming back from a 400 metres and involving himself in this relay race. He was probably a little bit disappointed with his 400, but he's come back in the day, involving himself in the relay. That's a very tight finish, down to the wire. I think DeBella just from Pearce, and Smith finishing fast.
Interesting to watch Pearce there run, because his technique certainly changed, going from trying to run relaxed in a 400 metres to really hitting it in the 100, or in the 2x100 I should say.
And Baxter and DeBella, the Victorian-Queensland combination, got there by 2/100ths of a second from Walson and Pearce. Jai Tarema with his last attempt. He's fouled his first 5. This is currently his last attempt. He's in last place.
He's got one more left. That's what he said to the crowd. He needs to focus. He needs a legal jump. He will not be happy if he walks away from Newcastle with nothing to show for it.
Is that a foul?
Was that a foul, he asked. And I think the reaction says it all, because I think the official answered in the affirmative.
Too much chicken for Jai, filled with fouls.
Wait for Melbourne, he says.
Jai, you knew it yourself. Toe straight over, another foul. So the Olympic silver medalist, that's not the most satisfying competition he's ever involved himself in.
This is a new Institute of Sport athlete training with Craig Hilliard, who is Jai Tarema's coach. Paravicini currently in first. He's jumped 780 in the previous round.
And the white flag.
Good takeoff position there. See how far that is. Good technique too. He's got a bit of ability, this young man.
Already showing the benefits of working with Hilliard and Tarema. I think Paravicini is going to be a man to be dealt with in the future in this event. 7 metres 85, he extends his lead.
And in fact, that's good enough to win the event. Tim Paravicini from Queensland at the Institute of Sport, 7.85. Nick Adamu second, 7.70.